Hey everyone, it is me again, and I'm here for a different kind of video, a little change of pace. It's just gonna be a short one, I think. You've probably seen by now a lot of author tubers are doing videos that are like my wildest publishing dreams, and I mean, I'm late. I am late to everything. I am always behind on things, but I was tagged by Kevin, even though this isn't a tag, so to speak. He tagged me, and I was very excited to do it. And also, if you are not subscribed to Kevin, his channel is Kevlandia, and I just think he's a pretty rad dude, so, you know, go watch his videos. I have to say that a lot of mine are really similar. A lot of my answers are really similar to his, and I've been slowly making my way through my watch later, and where I have a lot of these other wildest publishing dreams videos. So my answers are actually really similar to a lot of people's, but my answers are also kind of boring compared to other people's. So I'm just gonna jump right in, except I am going to apologize for my jaw clicking. I don't know why it does that. It seems to only do it when I'm talking to the camera. Like, it did it the other morning to my boyfriend, and I just was sitting there the whole time thinking, I hope he doesn't hear this. He knows I have TMJ, but it's just the sound bothers me when I hear it, so I imagine that it bothers everyone else. I wrote my answers down because, as simple and boring as my answers are, I have a very shit memory, so yeah. I want to try and figure out which order I want to go in, like, you know, craziest to most achievable, or most achievable to craziest. I'm gonna do a little jumping around here. So my first wildest dream in terms of publishing is I just want to be traditionally published. Obviously I am a self-published author. A lot of people have been shit-talking self-published authors now. I was just happily scrolling through my Twitter feed the other day and just all these tweets about this is why you shouldn't self-publish, and basically just using every bad example in self-publishing as reasoning why self-publishing sucks, when it's like, there are bad examples in traditional publishing too. Like, if you just don't want to self-publish, just say it. Like, I don't know, you don't need to come up with all these reasons. But anyways, I don't want to go off on a tangent, that's not what this video is about. I'm self-published. I've learned a lot doing the whole self-publishing thing, but it has always been my dream to be traditionally published and to, you know, have an agent, to do book tours, all the fun stuff that, you know, my inner introvert shies away from. I would love to just be traditionally published at least once in my life. And kind of in the same vein, but still kind of, I could do it as a self-published author, is, this is so silly, but you know, on a book cover, you know, it says the title, and then it says the author, and then right under the author's name it says the New York Times best-selling author. I just want to be able to put that on my covers. Like, I want that to be something that gets tacked onto my name. The New York Times best-selling author, April K, or April K, a New York Times best-selling author, blah blah blah. Like, I just want that to be something that I can attach to my name. I think it would be very fun. And then also, in a similar vein, yeah, it would be great to make, you know, a ton of cash being a writer. I just want to be able to make enough money that I can quit my day job and that I can devote all of my time to writing, but keep a roof over my head at the same time. I just want to be comfortable, and I just want to write full time. Like, I don't need to make J.K. Rowling amounts of money. You know, I'm sorry, she who must not be named, but she does make a ton of money, and a lot of people who aren't into writing often think that just anybody can pick up a pen and write a book and make as much money as she does, so I had to use her as an example because obviously she does make a ton of money. I don't need to be making those levels of money. I just want to be able to live, basically. This one is more... this is the one that's like boring, I guess. I've wanted to be a writer since I was a little kid, and I've just had this mental image of what I want my life to look like. Of course, I'm 31 years old and I would have liked to have gotten there already, but I've just always dreamed, like, the New England area calls to me, particularly Maine, not just because I'm a Stephen King fan. I think that actually plays into why I am such a Stephen King fan, is you can tell he loves the New England area, and that just calls to me because even though I've never been, I feel a draw to the New England area. And in my research, Maine just seems like the place I would rather live, or possibly Rhode Island. Anywhere up there, though. I would like to have a lake house up there that's kind of just isolated from other people and just cozy. I want it to have a rustic aesthetic, but I have to have, you know, good plumbing, a beautiful kitchen, and Wi-Fi is the most important part. So as long as it has that, I'm happy, but I just want to have a nice lake house in the New England area, and I spend my days writing, and no one bothers me. You know, I'm with my boyfriend, possibly husband if, you know, things progress to that point, and just I live out my days like I am at a perpetual writing retreat, basically. That's just always been this mental image of what I want my life to look like. I would love that, obviously. Okay, so there's only a few more actually, and I'm going to keep my big one for last. So the next one would be, Kevin mentioned this too, to be on a writing panel. I know I could say that I want to host my own writing panel. That's not gonna happen. I don't do well talking to people unless it's, you know, a group effort or unless someone else is leading me, because I'm awkward. It's the autism. I'm very awkward. I am not good at like relating. I'm awkward. But if it's in a group setting and everyone's kind of participating, it's easier for me to slide in and just kind of not fake it, obviously, but when there's more than one person participating, it's easier for me to read the room and it's easier for me to relax, if that makes sense. Although it is funny, I talked to a creative writing class, a high school class, sometime last year, and even though I was like painfully nervous at first, I can't do public speaking for the most part. My voice gets really high and it sounds like I'm gonna cry, and I get really red, and it's just not pretty. So I did this creative writing class, and it was like that at the beginning, but then I got into it and I relaxed, and it was actually one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life. So I think a writing panel would be kind of similar, and it would just be nice to not be the only one talking. Okay, this one is really crazy, especially for, you know, someone like me who is just a lowly self-published author, you know. I had written Netflix series, but the more that I think about it, Netflix tends to pump out TV shows and then cancel them after 1 or 2 seasons, and I do not want that. So as much as I would prefer Netflix because it is the biggest streaming service out there, I would also settle for maybe a Hulu series or an Apple TV series, you know. It would be cool to have a movie, if only because I feel like bigger reach, the potential for bigger star power. In my last vlog I mentioned that I just love movies, and I really do. I love movies, I love actors. I just have so many opinions about actors today, and so it would be cool to have a big movie with a big budget so that I could see big actors in the roles of my characters. But at the end of the day, series run longer, series are often more faithful to the source material, and it feels like the smarter choice to instead want a TV series, or in this case, a streaming series. And that would honestly make my dreams come true. I would, as long as I'm a consultant or something, like, I don't have to be a writer on the show, but I would like to be on set. I would like to see it get made, and I just think that would be super fun. And also, with my presence there, you know, they're less inclined to make changes, I guess. I don't know, that's what I think. So yeah, I would love that. And then my last one, I saved it for last because this is the one that I think would bring me the most joy, apart from making enough money to write full-time. Obviously that one would bring me the most joy. That's like the #1 thing that I want. But then like right behind it is this one, and it's really silly, and it was on Kevin's list, but I want a fandom. I love fandom. For the longest time, fandom was everything to me. Sometimes I think I wasted too much time in fandom, and I'm like, you know, all this time you spent writing fan fiction, you could have been writing original fiction. But the fan fiction helped me to kind of hone my craft. It also helped me to meet people who were into the same, you know, whatever fandom I was in at the same time. Fandom was just there for me, and it was exactly what I needed at the time. So I am a big advocate for fandom, and I want fan fiction, I want fan art, I want, you know, fan casting. I want to see what actors or models or whatever people would choose for my characters. You know, I want it all. Or closet cosplays, you know, of my characters. It would be so cool and so much fun. I love shipping. I love shipping. It's probably why I loved fandom so much. You know, I ship in my own work. I have side characters that they don't have enough to do with the main plot to where I can reasonably add in their, you know, romantic subplots. but I do ship side characters, and it would be interesting to see if other people picked up on that. Or it would just be interesting to see my main character Shyla, for example. It would be interesting to see who other people like ship her with, because I ship her with everyone in my head, even if it doesn't translate on paper and she has been in a, you know, monogamous relationship, you know, for most of this series. In my head, I ship her with everyone, so it would just be really nice to see who other people ship her with. I love fandom. I love everything about fandom, and that is, like I said, I think one that would bring me a lot of joy. So yeah, like I said, mine are pretty boring compared to everyone else's. I just want to be comfortable and have a fandom, basically. And a Netflix show would be a cherry on top of that sundae. I am not going to link everyone else's because there's so many and I'm so behind, but I will link Kevin's down below. And even though this isn't a tag, I'm going to follow his lead, and I am going to tag Dolores Medill. She is new to AuthorTube, and I don't know, she's really sweet, and you should check out her videos. She just posted the AuthorTube newbie tag. She did both of them, the original and the 2.0 one. You should check her out. But I am tagging you, Dolores, to do this video, even though it's not a tag. You know. I'm tagging Misty's writing desk because Misty's awesome. She is probably super busy though. I know she's been really busy in her personal life. So obviously I'm not going to hold any of you to this if you are too busy, or if you just don't feel like it. I understand. And anyone else who wants to do this, it's kind of early, you know, my penchant for filming at 4 a.m. So I'm still kind of asleep even though I showered, and that usually wakes me up. But if you want to do this, just do it and say I tagged you. Like, I don't care. I would love to see your answers anyway. When I eventually get through my watch later. I'm really far behind, holy crap. Yeah, if you want to do it, just do it. If you don't want to do it, you know, don't. It's okay. AuthorTube police aren't gonna come for you if you don't do it. But yeah, so I don't know. You know, I'm so awkward with like ending my videos. There's like another wild dream of mine, even if it's not publishing related. I just want to get better at ending my vlogs because I'm garbage. But yeah, so if you liked this video, a thumbs up would be cool, but if not, I understand. Do this tag if you want to do it. If not, ignore it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.